Kevin O'Connell, who's joining the show right now. Coach, we appreciate you taking the time ahead of your practice today. There was something that you said recently that I really liked, where you were talking about J.J. McCarthy, who, of course, was your first-round draft pick. You've also got Sam Darnold, who could be an option at quarterback as well. But you said you would have a feeling about when to start J.J., and I loved that because obviously coaches have those instincts. How is that feeling going now as you've had a chance to get really familiar with J.J. in your offense?
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. That's been one that's been really positive to start, Laura. It's been one where all of our quarterbacks have really kind of taken a lot of the coaching points from the spring and really went to work over the summer. Those guys have all gotten off to a really good start. I love the way the room's coming together. You sit in that quarterback meeting and there's great dialogue between all of our quarterbacks. Sam, JJ, Josh McCown is doing a really nice job. And Josh is obviously a coach, but as a player in this league was a part of a lot of different quarterback rooms, competitions, things like that. So he knows the important thing is just collectively as a group, everybody going out there with urgency to improve every day and understand we do not have all the time in the world before the regular season starts to go out there and not, have our best pitches, because we need that group. It's always been really in every NFL offense, the quarterback's a catalyst for your playmakers, for the rhythm of the offense and sustaining success. So we're looking for all of our guys to do that. And JJ's done a really nice job so far early on in his first training camp.
What has surprised you about his play and his talents that you didn't realize before, Kevin?
Yeah, you knew he had, Adam. You knew he had, the arm strength, and you saw him make some big time throws and a lot of critical moments throughout the national championship season last year. But what I think's been really cool is just to watch him throw the football and really attack some fundamental things, whether it's things we're doing with his footwork that he's really, taking a liking to and showing comfort in, or just flat out some of those situations where you're kind of off the driving range and it's time to go play, and the competitor comes out and he makes a tight window throw or drives the ball to beat tight coverage on the boundary, whatever it is. We've already seen those things. And then just the pure excitement. And this guy loves playing football. So he knows he's in a spot where we're, constantly pouring into him and trying to get the most out of him every day. But he's not going to allow that or any sort of, unspoken pressure to not allow him to go out there and enjoy playing football as well.
Kevin, hey, it's Louis Riddick, man. It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
I got a chance to talk to Josh McCown, and you just mentioned him, and it just triggered this memory. I talked to him at the Combine, and he told me one of the things that he loves about working with you and working within this system is the fact that it gives quarterbacks answers, that they never feel as though they don't have an answer for whatever is happening to them on the field. Can you explain to our audience, because I thought that was fascinating, that people need to hear this from someone like you? Like, what did he mean by that? What does he mean that you guys have a system that gives guys answers that help them?
Well, I think the starting point is having a system that you believe in, which we do here. You can get caught up. There's so many great offenses and great coaches around the league. You can get caught up sometimes in seeing things on tape or seeing the way maybe your opponent's attacked and trying to either duplicate that or get outside of the framework of what your identity is. And I think that's what most good offenses have, Louis, is they've got an identity of what they really want to be. And then you can work towards that and go earn it every single year this time of year. But as far as the quarterback's role, and maybe it's my background, but I've been around some great coaches that didn't play quarterback, but the ultimate goal is to make it quarterback friendly. So when the ball hits their hands, they have ultimate clarity. No matter what the defense decides to do, they know what their progression is. They know where the ball needs to go. They know whether they're blocked up or not. And ultimately, then you can apply, once they have ultimate comfort in that, then you can apply the situation of each and every down and distance. What is it? It's a third down, just outside field goal range. What's the ultimate goal here? To get the first down, but can we find a completion to give me a choice to either go for it on fourth down or maybe even, attempt a field goal once we get into that longer range. Those are things that for me to be effective as a coach, I'd like our quarterbacks to be playing that sort of mental game with me. So it only helped me as the play caller knowing what to expect out of what the quarterback's going to do. And then I think the most important thing is, are you coaching consistent fundamentals and principles, whether it's actual technique and fundamentals, whether it's progressions, whether it's asking the quarterback to see too much. There's a lot of aspects of it that you constantly have to try to find that middle ground on. And that's when you know the comfort of the player can grow each and every day. And it's obviously a moving target. Some days we line up against Brian Flores' defense every single day. He's going to spin the dial on personnels, different looks, different fronts, coverages. Those guys are doing a great job over there. And really, we're hoping that challenge every single day makes our offense even better.
That's awesome.
I mean, the show goes till 4, and I wish it went to 5 because I could just sit here and listen.
He's got to get out to practice, but like,
I was like this,
Coach.
Okay.
That's where people need to tune in to ABC,
so good.
man.
Not surprising, you've become like universally one of the best play caller, offensive minds in ball. So, Coach, my question, I was fortunate enough to play with Calvin Johnson and Vincent Jackson, rest in peace, and Reggie Wayne and Andre Johnson. You guys have Justin Jefferson. How do you balance, all right, we got to build plays and call plays to make sure that Justin's kind of like the focal point while also not trying to force him the football, because you do have an Addison, you do have a Hawkinson, you do now have an Aaron Jones type of guy. What's your mindset on that?
Yeah, it's a great question, Dan, because I think Justin, one of the favorite things that I believe really defines Justin Jefferson is his desire to win football games. And then his football intelligence allow him to really kind of understand the big picture more so than just looking at a stat line. He can look out there and see, well, there's 3 defenders responsible to cover every aspect of my personal route tree right now. But what's that going to mean for Jordan Addison on the other side, or TJ Hawkinson, or Aaron Jones, or Ty Chandler out of the backfield? So first and foremost, he has that.